Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is my Vegepod, which as you can see is a raised garden bed. I love it, but it's a bit of a mess at the moment. It needs a little bit of a tidy up. So that's what you're gonna join me on today. Let me take you on a quick tour. So we've got lots of lettuces that have gone to seed, some tomato plants in there, basil is going to seed, there's some weeds as well. So I think it's time for a bit of a refresh. Where to start? Got my little bucket. I've got my little enamel bowl because I'm going to pick, there's a whole bunch of tomatoes in here that I'm going to pick when I'm tidying up. But we can start with the obvious, there's weeds. I'm going to pull all these old lettuces out because they've had it. This time, I don't think this one's coming back from the dead. I think I need to freshen up the soil a bit as well. So I've bought some compost to add. Like, what is this? I don't remember planting random grass. Is that lemongrass? No, it's just a weed. So, all these tomatoes. Some that have gone a bit over. I need some snips. Where did I put them? So if you don't have much room at home, like you've only got a balcony or a courtyard, a raised bed like this Vegepod is perfect. This one's only 2 meters in length and a meter in depth, and it has a water reservoir, so it's like a wicking bed in the bottom there. So you can get away with not watering it as often as you would a usual pot or veggie raised bed. And I like this one as well because it has a cover, so it can protect your plants as well from the really hot sun. You can change this out and you can put like a what am I trying to think? Like a shade cloth over on it instead. But you do have a misting connection at the top there as well for watering, so you can just plug that in and have it misting the plants. I don't know what to keep. This tumbler tomato, which are good for hanging pots because it will just tumble down, so you can just hang it on a balcony if that's all you've got. But also good for something like the Vegepod. I've let a lot of these tomatoes go a bit over. Been slack. Try and get some of the soil off to keep that in the bed. Flies everywhere. So I've got a few plants in here that I'm going to keep. There's a little chili. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background, it's Ace running around. I don't know whether to keep this basil. A lot of it's going to seed. I've been cutting it back to stop this early onset of the seed, which has prolonged life for a little bit. But I could just plant some fresh stuff. More weeds. All right, I'm going to keep tidying this up and then we'll come back when it is nice and ready to replant. Okay, given that a little tidy up, added some compost and some potting mix, specialised potting mix for raised beds. I left this tomato in. It's a bit of a mess, but there's still some green fruit on here, so we'll see if it gives me some more tomatoes. Gave the basil a bit of a haircut, pulled a couple of others out. There was another tomato in the back here, but I've pulled that one out because it looked like it had pretty much had it. There's a couple of strawberry plants still in, and also some spring onions and a capsicum in the back there, and the chili, like I said before, which has got some little baby chilies on it. So I'm going to add another capsicum, my candy cane capsicum, like the one I've got in my other bed. Gonna put some more thyme in because that's always good for cooking. Some chives, garlic chives, to add a little bit of a garlicky zing. That's the candy cane capsicum, which doesn't grow much bigger, so it'll be perfect to fit under here. Some rocket, because that's always good, and a couple of potted colour marigolds, just because they look pretty. Rocket, I did have rocket in here before. It bolted really quickly. It might do the same because it's quite warm, but we'll see. It's all right. And spinach, perpetual spinach. So you can just keep picking the leaves and adding it to your, whatever you want to add your spinach to. So let's see where we're going to put things. Marigold there. Maybe stick the thyme in there. Dot the chives around. I said the capsicum's going there. Chuck the spinach up the back. And we'll dot some of the rocket around as well. Let's get digging. Keep the labels because I'm notoriously forgetful. Sorry, the microphone. Bloody microphone. I'm gonna move it onto my hat. It's a bit better. It's hanging off the end of my hat. I think I need to give it a good soak. It's a bit dry. The water reservoir might be dry. And it's been very hot. And it obviously makes it hotter, like a greenhouse almost, when you put the lid down. Which would be good in winter, because you can grow things that prefer a little bit warmer weather during the winter months. Spinach. What else have I got? I did buy some other things. I bought some bok choy as well. But I didn't know whether I was going to plant it in here or in my other, in the veggie garden. Just split these up. Just chuck them around. You can grow salad greens pretty much most of the year. Probably don't do so well in the hot January, February. Here I am planting it in January, but it's alright. They tend to bolt really quickly because it's too warm. And the chives, garlic chives. Where's the last one going? There. Is that all of them? 3, 4. I think so. I think that looks pretty damn good. Gonna give it a water. Have to grab the hose. Got the hose. Excuse Ace if you can hear him. He's not a fan of the hose. Give everything a good soak. I've got some pea straw as well that I will mulch the top of the bed with. I think we are done. Let me show you. Freshened up with the compost. Tidied the tomatoes, added the marigolds, thyme, rocket, spinach, another capsicum, some chives. Looks pretty good to me. Let me put that back down. So, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good week.